next speaker is Honorable Kata.
Thank you, Chairperson. Chairperson, state-owned enterprises are central to advancing our national objective through providing economic and social infrastructure. Our SOEs play a vital role in terms of the direct services they provide. Their importance is further compounded by the fact that they tend to be concentrated in strategic sectors such as air and rail transport, energy, and water supply. The nation's access to water, electricity and transportation, amongst others, is almost entirely dependent on the state operating through these corporate vehicles. In some sectors, SOEs also benefit from favourable monopolistic market positions which hinder rather than promote competition and private sector development. So, SOEs can either foster or seriously retard our development. The unfortunate reality is that many of our SOEs are characterized by major corporate governance failures, including weak accountability, excessive politicization, chronic underperformance with poor return on government investment, and continuous reliance on government support, whether in the form of explicit government guarantees, subsidies, or bailouts. Now, Minister, if one reads the State of Capture report, if one takes cognizance of the SACC's unburdening report, and if one connects the dots, they all spell out Zupta, grand corruption, looting committed on a great scale with absolute impunity, state capture, and a mafia state, with big red flags over Eskom and Transnet. According to the unburdening report, our illegitimate president, power elite, undermines and captures the state by securing control over state wealth through the capture of SOEs, by chronically weakening their governance of operational structures, securing access to rent-seeking opportunities by using regulatory instruments to make arbitrary decisions, securing control over procurement opportunities by intentionally weakening key technical institutions and formal executive processes, securing parallel governance and decision-making structures that undermine the executive. Now, Madam Minister, whichever way you look at it, the dots create a link to you through your actions and your lack of actions. Thus far, you seem to have adopted what is now referred to as the Zuma defense position. I did not know, I was not aware, and nobody told me. The fact is that you are the state's shareholder representative of, amongst others, Eskom, Transnet, and Denel. And paraphrasing from the SASSA Constitutional Court judgment, you, Madam Minister, bear primary responsibility to ensure that Eskom fulfill its function. You appoint the board. The office holder ultimately responsible is the person who holds executive political office, and that is you, Honourable Minister. It is the Minister who is required in terms of a constitution to account to Parliament. Minister, it must have hurt deeply when a journalist asked you about an apparent disconnect between the principled Lynn Brown and Lynn Brown as Public Enterprises Minister. Minister, it is time to unburden. COPE calls on you to please dissolve the Eskom and Denel boards, and COPE further supports the calls for the appointment of a full-scale parliamentary inquiry into Eskom and Denel without any further delay. And I have to say, as the Congress of the People, the only vote that we will support is the vote of no confidence in the President and his cabinet.
Thank you very much, Honourable Kata.